Good morning. My name is Jerry, and my connection to the land starts when I was born. I was born on a farm, into a farm family in southern Illinois, and my roots go deep there, and I've continued a connection to agriculture throughout my life. And when my dad was born in 1921, my grandfather planted an apple orchard. So do the math. 1921, 2021, we're having a big celebration this month on the centennial of the farm in the orchard where I grew up. So that has had a special connection and still does for me. My dad was very much a soil conservationist and an environmentalist, sort of ahead of his time maybe, or maybe it was just more common back in those days. We didn't have that big of a farm. It was very diversified. He had a labor pool with a lot of children. So we were all involved in the farming aspect, and especially in the orchard. And the orchard passed from my grandfather to my father to two brothers, and now to a nephew. So that has continued. And one of the great examples of my father's faith was when there was going to be a frost, and we had peaches as well as apples. And peaches were we were on the northern border, so this frost was going to end the crop. So he went out into the orchard with a bottle of blessed soil that had been blessed at the local parish, and sprinkled that in the orchard. And we were the only orchard in the county that had peaches that year. My mother was also a woman of deep faith, and while she didn't work the land, she certainly enhanced all the rest of us doing that. And when my father died, we created a family partnership with the farm. And my mother wrote a little story and gave us this bottle of soil, which is from the farm where I grew up. And it reads, "Our good earth, a gift from God." It was good for Valentine, the immigrant farmer from Germany, my great-grandfather. It was also good for his children, Chris among them, and heir to this land. He chose Carrie to be his wife, and she shared his love and commitment for the farm. Those were my grandparents. Their son Don chose Elizabeth as a mate, more a supporter than a digger in the soil. Now you own part of this good earth. Remember those who cared for it in the past, and remember the part it has played and will continue to play in your life. Take good care of it. From the prairie to the bottoms, from old orchard and new, from grandma's garden and flower beds to Nipper's burial spot, my dad's favorite dog, to the banks of the lakes and ponds where dolls have worked and played and lived and died. God bless you, lovingly, Mom and Dad. And God bless you too.